This show is intended for mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello humans, and thank you for joining me in another episode of the Gen X Gamer. Remember to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, smash the like button. Now, let's get ready for the show. On today's episode... Hello humans, and welcome to another episode of Gen X Gamer. Today, the story of this particular Jampack. Guys, back in the day when I was in the struggle, which... was for a very long time, say 1986 to 2016. And I didn't have all the video games I wanted. Jampacks were just a savior for me as far as video games, you know. That's the only way we could get a little taste of the titles that were coming up, or the way we would get to play video games. One of the things I was thinking about right now, guys, is a lot of people are having tough times. And this was the case for me back then with this bad boy right here. Unbeknownst to me, this was the last video game that I was going to buy for a very long time. This Jampack right here came out in summer of 2001. Of course, you guys know 9/11 happened, and that was that, man. The economy tanked, and it was just brutal. It was brutal for everybody. And it reminded me of those times right now, because a lot of people have been laid off. A lot of people live paycheck to paycheck. And that was my case back then, guys. And man, I mean, those are some lean, tough times. You really find out who your friends are. You really find out the value of family, you know. And like I say, guys, even though this might be a challenge right now, cherish at least the time that you have with your family, because those times don't come back. But, you know, getting back to this right here, and maybe, you know, you're going through it right now where, you know, it's not possible to buy video games, you know, because times are going to be very tough or whatever. There's a lot of demos out there that you can play, love, enjoy your demos, because you never know. You just never know. You know, life goes in cycles and things may happen. So I'll share a story with you about what happened here. This was the entirety of my entertainment for, I can't even remember, like 9 months. This was it, you know, plus whatever other Jampacks I had. But as far as new games, anything new that I was going to experience was going to be through here. And what was on here? It was ATV Fury, right? I had Cool Borders 2001. We would play the crap out of that. MX 2002, not as much. Zone of the Enders, Star Wars Starfighter was here, Red Faction, Klonoa, Legacy of Kain, and last but not least, Ico. There was a sample of Ico here, and Ico was a game that my son wanted. You know, at this point, he was like 8, 9 years old, and he liked it. We never bought it. I just never afforded it. You know, it's just that's. Wish I could tell you another story, but it's just, that was it, you know. Times are tough, and I didn't have money to buy that game for him. I had to buy clothes and food and rent, you know, and the rest of the stuff, you know. And I was able to buy it, you know. 2 things happened. One of them, I was gifted a copy of the game by Michael, and shout out to Mike out there, because man, that was special, you know. And I got to see the game with my son. You know, we actually never held that game in our hand. It's just a game that we talked about and that we wish we would have and all this stuff. But it never happened. You know, it never happened until until I was a granddad, right? And now he's a married man, right? But you know, it goes in cycles. But you know what? It was just as special because we remembered the times we struggled, where we just, this is all we had. This sample right here is all we had, but that sample was enough to make memories, to make good memories, of this game. And that's what I want to remind people of, Try to look for the best right now. I know it's tough. I know it's tough. You just lost your job. If you're ill or if you're worried about your family, I know. But you have to find the positive in everything, If you're blessed enough to have your family around you, enjoy it. Trust me, once you go through these dark waters, when you come out to the other side, you're going to be stronger. You are. And everything passes. I know it sounds cliche right now to say that, but it's true. It's true. And some of the experiences that you're going to have right now are going to be experiences you're going to cherish 20 years from now, right? Even though they're tough times right now, we look at those tough times now and we don't remember them as tough times. We remember them as we were sitting around doing X or Y or Z, because what happens when you're broke? You spend a lot of time sitting at home talking and spending time with each other. And if there's anything that I could change about my past, is that I would do more of that. I spent too much time trying to work and just try to make as much money as I can for my family to take care of business, but that took away from me spending time with them. By the time I was able to do it, they're grown up, and that's just part of life for some people, But cherish, if you're blessed enough to have your kiddos around you, and all that's happening is you're laid off and you got to collect unemployment for a little bit. Hey, things could be worse. So you're better than some, not as good as some other ones, but you're there, and you can forge through it. And that's what this reminds me of. Those tough times. This Jampack right here was the real MVP. Playing Cool Border, playing Legacy of Kain, playing Ico. Man, that was some stress relief in some really, really, really tough times of uncertainty. Because just overnight, guys, overnight things can change. 2 months ago, we weren't thinking about what's going on right now. The same with 9/11. In one moment, in one morning, the world changed. And that's sort of the same thing that's happening right now. That doesn't mean that you have to get down in the dumps, and that doesn't mean that, all your experiences are going to be ruined. If you stay positive and you stick to the things that you love and you spend time with the ones you love, you will get ahead, I promise. And in my case, in my time, I didn't have demos. I had Jampacks. And Jampacks, they were the real MVP. Alright guys, never be afraid to be happy, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.
Thank you for joining me on another episode of the Gen X Gamer. Remember to like and subscribe, click the notification bell, and remember, never be afraid to be happy. We'll catch you on the next one. Take care.